Hello, we are going to see right now the reverse curl as showed you before, as shown before in the last video. The regular curl, um, I showed you how to combine two different methods, isometrics and isotonics. Now we are going to combine again the same methods, but we are going to do the reverse curl. And I'm going to show you um, many different grips, okay? And the grips that I'm going to show you were never shown before in the internet. I'm going to use many different grips. I'm going to vary the grips while doing the curls, the reverse curls. So um, pay attention, okay? And we are going to start by doing um isometrics, okay, in 4 different angles, holding the position for 10 seconds. We are going to repeat it. We're going to do it again, 4 different angles in isometrics, and then we are going for one set of 7 repetitions of isotonic exercise. Isometrics is static, while isotonics means that you are moving, you are um, doing an exercise, doing an effort, moving the levers while resisting. If you are in the gym or at home working with weights, you are doing isotonics, okay? You bring the weight from the bottom to the shoulder and then back and then downwards. This is isotonics. While isometrics is choosing one angle and holding for a few seconds. Okay? It can be 2 seconds, it can be 6 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay? It can be even more. It can be 1 minute. It can be up to 5 minutes. Okay? So let's start with it. Okay? So the first grip is this one. This one has been shown since the very beginning of new era of self-resistance exercises, and probably the first one who showed this exercise, this grip, was Bernard McFadden back in 1895. Okay. Um, O. Liederman, Charles Atlas, Itman, Donataldo, okay, and some other names have also showed this grip, okay. So first thing I'm going to do, 10 seconds using this grip, okay, and then I'm going to start changing the grip because it's very important to use different grips. It involves different um, ways to work with your brain. Yes, it involves when you work in a different grip, you stimulate some other part of brain, your brain connections. Okay, so first angle right here, I'm going to count until 10 and do an isometric um, self-resistance exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now another angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And another angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I showed you different angles. Again, I'm going to choose an angle. Excuse me, not an angle. I showed you different grips and different angles. Okay, like this. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. I changed the angle. But 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now 7 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what did I do here? First of all, I have combined isometrics and isotonics as said before. And then I hold the position. Yes, I kept holding the position in 4 different angles for 10 seconds each. In isometrics, static strength, static effort, one group of muscles working against another group. And I have repeated. I have uh, just I've just done the same thing again, 4 different angles for 10 seconds each, and then right afterwards, one set of 7 repetition isotonics. So you go up and down, while resisting with the other side, with the other part. Yes? Now I want to show you another way, a slight different way of doing the reverse curl. Okay, so instead of beginning downwards, I'm going to start upwards in the upward position. So I'm going to work the eccentric, or if you may, the negative. Okay, so I can start like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another grip here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here. No, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And like this. Three fingers. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1. So this part, the left arm is pressing down. Now, the left arm is the dominant, and the right arm is going to be the resistive part. Okay, this is the dominant, which means this is the most, this is, this part is leading. This part is doing most of the job, actually, and this is resisting. I'm doing the reverse curl, and I'm emphasizing on the negative, on the eccentric. So this part is doing the negative, the effort downwards. And I'm using a lot of the triceps here, okay? And using the negative part of the biceps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or I can do like this, back and forth, 1, back and forth, 2, back and forth, 3, back and forth, 4. Change grip, 2 fingers, 2, 2 fingers, back and forth, 4, 5, back and forth. Okay, like this. 6, 7. So basically, there are many ways of doing something, of doing this exercise. When you look at Charles Atlas, for instance, doing the exercise um, in his Mayo course, yes, or mail ordering course, or in the video, in the biography video. What you what you really see is only one way of doing the exercise, but the body gets used to it. And when the body gets used to it and the brain gets used to it, you know, it becomes less and less useful. You have to vary, you have to change, you have to create new ways, new neuron connections. Each time I change the grip, and you don't have to change it um, as much as I did. You can choose a, a specific grip and use it for a while, and then you go and use a different grip. I was only showing you different ways to make the same movement or different grips. Okay, I know of I know more than 40 methods, 40 methods, and I'm not talking about grips. I'm talking about methods. I can make the same exercise, the same reverse curl in 40 different ways, okay? Or maybe 43. So it's so very important to change the way you do it. So if you keep doing for years and years and years, you know, in this way, like this, and again, you know, the body is not going to respond anymore. Okay, so it is crucial to um, know, to get acquainted with the uh, uh, highest number of techniques, methods you possibly can. It's very important, very crucial to get acquainted with different ways to work your muscles. They because in if you keep doing the same thing, it will it will stop responding in a few weeks. Okay, this is a very complex uh, matter because people are used to um, routines. They they hardly get out of the box. They are too lazy to think in a different way. They are too lazy, and you have to keep on reinventing yourself. Yes, to reinvent, to renew your point of views. Okay, one day is not the same as the other. We are always on a change. We are always changing, yes, but still we want to do the things in the same way all over and all over again. And you have to recreate, reinvent uh, so many things in your life, okay? And one day maybe I will uh, make a video about routine and how bad it is to the body, to the organism, to the mind. But I do recommend reading and study uh, the works of Feldenkrais. Feldenkrais taught so much about how bad is routine for you, doing the same things again and again, becoming a robot, yes. And he was such a genius. His name was Moshe Feldenkrais. I try to integrate. Yes, integrate is such an important word. Uh, his work, his his thoughts, some of his thoughts, of course, his philosophy, yes, in this work, by for instance, uh, creating so many uh, different uh, grips here, and there are other grips I did not show you yet. Okay, um, so this is one method I have showed you. I have many videos, and I believe I have already shown in my videos altogether. I believe I have already shown at least 10 to 12 different methods, okay, out of the 43, okay. You will also find me in Facebook, okay. I've been in Facebook since 2007, and I have an album. The name of the album is Ginástica Espartana, or no, the name of the complete name is Curso de Ginástica Espartana Online. Curso means course. Yes, a course. Gymnastic Spartan gymnastic course online. Curso is spelled with Curso, de ginástica, Ginastica, Espartana, Espartano, online. Okay, you find there lots and lots of photographs, information, um, so many interesting things about the history of self-resistance exercise. And okay, the album is written in Portuguese, as I was born in Brazil, but what you can do is just to take the text and put it in the Google and translate to your language. It's not going to take a long time. You can just translate it, and you will have the information. So you will get a very fine quality information. At the very beginning of the album, there is a long test about my online self-resistance course. Okay. Uh, just to summarize, the course is 70 hour long, 14 lessons, 14 lessons, okay. Each lesson takes 5.5 hours, okay. The first lesson is dedicated to teach the different uh, techniques, the different methods. I do not teach the 43 methods. I teach 32 methods, the best ones. So I have selected the best methods to teach you. After teaching all the different methods, we start by the second lesson is dedicated to the shoulder. Okay, so there is a special lesson, a 5.5 hour lesson dedicated to the shoulder. There is a 5.5 hour lesson dedicated to the back muscles, because um, during the course I teach around 255, 260 different exercises. Yes. So I teach 20, 30 exercises for the back. For instance, I teach more than 50 exercises for the legs. And then I teach 20, 30. I lost the I really don't remember now. I teach dozens of exercises for the calves, and then there are so many exercises for the forearms, different ones, so many different ones, and dozens of exercises for the triceps, and dozens of exercises for the pecs. Okay, and for the trapeze, of course, and some wonderful, wonderful exercises, completely different exercises for the abs. Don't forget, dozens of exercises for the forearm, for instance, and then there are 32 ways to execute, to make those exercises, these exercises. Yes? Okay. It means that if we multiply, if we multiply the number of exercises by the number of techniques of or methods, we will have um, around 8,000 different ways to stimulate the brain, always. Okay? And to bring new connections to the brain. This is the most important thing. This is the most important. As a matter of fact, we do work the muscles, of course, but in first place, we are working the brain. How important it is to work the brain and keep the brain young with lots of good oxygen. Yes, this is not weightlifting. This is this is a self-sufficient way of life where you develop your mind, of course, and your muscles as a consequence, yes, by your own means. This is total independence. Uh, it does not demand from you to go to a special place. You don't have to pay for a gym. You don't have to buy weights. You don't have to use machines. You can do it on the beach, inside a hotel room, at your own home. Uh, at, you can do it if you are traveling on a bus or on an airplane. You can you can do it while waiting for your physician or dentist. You can do it in a park. Yes, in a park. You can do it while you are in nature, or you can do it. You are free to do these exercises even if you are arrested, if you are in prison. Yes. So the principle of self-resistance exercises is the main principle is that I am self-sufficient. All I need is me. I do not depend on other things. I can use a table, yes, a doorway, which is fantastic. I have a video showing something in a doorway. In English, I can use a wall, a, a corner, a specific corner of the house where I can have two walls. Yes, I can use two chairs, three chairs. Yes, I can use the corridor of the house. Yes, to do some excellent exercises. Yes. I can use the stairs to do some self-resistance exercises. I can use the floor to do self-resistance leg exercises. Self-resistance leg exercise with the floor. Self-resistance ab exercises with the floor. I started training when I was 16. Yeah, that was in 1975. And the first encounter I had, first one to that I have, first person that in my life that showed these exercises was, of course, Charles Atlas. Yes, but then I kept on searching and studying and searching and creating new exercises. Yes, because Charles Atlas did not teach more than 65, I think. 65 exercises, maybe 67. I'm talking here about 255, 260. Okay? And I'm talking about doing the same exercise in many different ways. So you can uh, use a method for a few weeks and then you change the method. Or you can just combine in one single exercise, you can combine 3, 4, 5 different methods in one single exercise. So this is very important, not to let the body fall into a routine which is devastating, which is bad, bad because there is a law which is called the law of accommodation. Yeah, this is one of the natural hygiene laws. Yes, because I am a natural hygienist since 1975. Yes, and I do know the works of Graham, Shue, Troll, Tilden, Shelton. Yes, and so many more natural hygienists from the 19th century and 20th, 20th, 20th century, like Professor Hilton Hotema. Yes. Oh, there are so many names that I could. Of course, the contemporary hygienists. Yes, Sidwa, Keki Sidwa, Alec Burton, Keki Sidwa from England, Alec Burton from Australia, Alan Imerman from the United States. Yes, and there are so many, so many. And of course, the natural hygiene laws. Yes, the Shelton books, which I have almost all of them. Yes. But besides the hygienists, the natural hygienists, I also follow and study thoroughly uh, the works of the great Bernard Jensen, the works of Henry Schroeder, yes, and the works of the great genius Carl Pfeiffer and Eric Braverman, another genius, yes. As I was also studied about brain allergy, self physiology. Of course, I could quote the the works of Dr. Huda Clark, and I knew personally the great dentist from Ohio, Dr. Manning, uh, great dentist. He was a pioneer in his field. Yes, and also uh, hair analysis. Yes, heavy toxic metals. Yes, the importance of certain ma- macro and and macro and micro macro and micro minerals in your life. Yes, um, I have so many books about uh, macro nutrients and micro nutrients. Yes, and of course the study of the amino acids, each one of them, each one of them, how they affect our brain in first place. How can how can they can be used in certain illness? Yes, I have even written a book about vitamins or vitamins. A very good book. Yes, the healing power of vitamins in Portuguese, which was written in Portuguese. So the name of the book originally is O Poder Curativo das Vitaminas. Yes. So I'm very much involved in the health field, as Dr. Jensen used to say, healing, the healing art. And of course, I do a lot of intermittent fasting. I am 62 years years old or years of age, 62, and I have been eating once a day since I was 22 or 22, 21 years of age. So I have been eating once a day for 41 years now. Yes, 41 years now, eating uh, once a day. I I can go on talking about this. I'm used to eat uh, in this way, and I could explain about this method for hours. But to sum up, I would say that it's very important to give a good rest for the body, a good rest, a long rest. And when you rest the body for so many hours, yes, you prevent, you really prevent mutations. Do you know what I'm talking about? Mutations. Mm. So you prevent mutations. You give a long rest for the body, so you never have problems with your um liver, your pancreas, your gallbladder. You will not have problems with your stomach. Okay, you don't waste energy the whole day in order to digest and digest and digest. So I eat once a day, and I let the body do its work and rest for the rest of the day. I'm talking about a day. A day is a 24-hour long period. Yes? So we are just eating too much. So when you give a good rest to the body, a good rest to the body, and when you eat with real hunger, people don't know what real hunger is, so you should read Shelton if you want to know what real hunger is. But you can also read Sylvester Graham. Uh, you can you can read all these genius from the 19th century, and Tilden, of course, John H. Tilden. So you don't eat with real hunger. You don't appreciate the taste of the food. You don't appreciate. Uh, so you start eating with real hunger, yeah, and you give a rest for the body between one meal and the next one. Your body is real prepared. He's ready. He wants the food. He really wants the food. He will. The body will act as a sponge. So when you stay a long time without food, at the beginning you are not used to it. You feel you can feel dizzy, or you can have all kinds of symptoms. A headache. You can feel weak. Your mouth goes dry. Oh, you can have a lot of uh, different symptoms. But when you get used to it, when you detox your body, and it takes years to detox. Even if you do not eat for 20 hours, you feel great. You feel very energetic. You feel very young, young, really young. You have a lot of stamina and I don't know if you can say this, disposition. It means you have energy, you feel well, you feel great. Okay? And in this way, you can, how can I explain? In this way, you will get older in a different pace. You will get older, yes, slowly. What people do, what do people do? They eat many times every day, and they get older faster, especially when they consume so much protein. Protein accelerates metabolism. I'm going to say it again. Protein accelerates metabolism. It means that your biological clock or watch clock is going faster. Is going faster. Okay, and of course we do need protein foods, good protein foods. Yes, but it doesn't mean that we need to eat protein foods the whole day. It doesn't mean that we have to eat protein foods, concentrated protein foods every day. So next time I will make a video about eating protein foods, okay, and the real truth about it, okay. But I just want to say one thing: the more protein you eat, the faster you get old, and the less you absorb, the less you get uh, some of it. The body gets tired of so much protein. It does not absorb so much as you think. This whole protein become this whole protein thing becomes acid to your body. This is another matter that I have been studying for at least 40 years. Yes, acid basic balance, which is such a complex matter. So the body becomes acid and acid and more acid. Your cells become surrounded with acids. So if you want to start learning about a healthy life, why not to start reading and studying about alkaline diet? Okay, alkaline diet is very important. This is part of the puzzle. This is part of the puzzle. Another part is colon cleansing the colon. Yes, this is another subject I'm very much dedicated. Another part of the puzzle is to to fast, not to eat all the time, to do intermittent fasting. This is another part of the puzzle. Another part of the puzzle is to eat more, um, more a higher percentage of fruits and raw vegetables, nuts, yes, all kinds of nuts, seeds, yes. This is another part of the puzzle. But there is one part of the puzzle which is not spoken, which is not spoken. The importance of seaweed in to life, the importance of iodine to your thyroid gland. If you want to know about the glands, really, about this machine, you should read the chemistry of man by Dr. Bernard Jensen, a masterpiece which I have translated almost half of it. It took me years. I have translated almost half of it to Portuguese language. The chemistry of man. Yes, Dr. Jensen, one of the popes of health. Yes, as of course Dr. Shelton. Yes, Herbert Shelton. Yes, and another part of the puzzle is a sound sleep. Sleep. How to achieve the best quality sleep you can, because this is so important. This is how you are going to renew your energy for the next day. This is another part of the puzzle. Another part of the puzzle, breathing. I'm not talking about breathing exercises. I'm talking about combining breathing and exercises as well. I have one or two videos about this subject, about this matter. Uh, in these videos, I criticize the way people breathe during exercise. And of course, relaxation and tension is very important. So I'm very much involved also with Maxalding exercises. Otto Arco, Antoine Matisek, of course. You, sh- you should, they should not be kept out of the whole thing. And and then of course the self-resistance exercises. Self-resistance exercises are not just working one part of the body against the other part. It involves something much more complex. It involves neuroscience, because when I'm trying to move this this limb upwards against the resistance of 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 this limb, right arm and left arm. something is happening in the brain, of course. The left side of the brain is commanding my right side of the body, and it's saying, okay, go. While the right side of the brain is commanding the left side of the body and says, no, I won't let, I will not let you, I will not let you make this movement. I will resist. So one hemisphere is working against the other hemisphere. But there is a third hemisphere in the middle of, of the brain. Okay? It's a small one, it's a small hemisphere, the cerebellum, which intermediates between right and left hemispheres. And thanks to the cerebellum, we can move. Okay, when we do isometrics, which means a static effort, cerebellum is not involved. Okay, because isometrics means equal measures, equal strength. So I stay in this way, I stay in this way, or in this way for 2 seconds, or for 12 seconds, or for 20 seconds, or for 3 minutes. Cerebellum is not involved. Okay, it's left hemisphere against the right hemisphere doing a titanic effort of of effort and resistance at the same time of a static effort. And working with your own body, not depending on any kind of uh, paraphernalia, machines, bars, um, barbells, okay, means means so much. It means complete freedom. It means much more than this. Uh, there is a very famous thought which the Greeks used to to say, know thyself, know thyself, know your own self. And when you apply this force, and you apply your own resistance, you really start such a long and endless journey, okay, inside your own self, and you start to getting acquainted with your own self, your own possibilities. Uh, Charles Atlas was a great person, a great person. What he taught in his course was not, of course, everything he knew. He taught only part of his knowledge. Okay? After so many years studying um, these those methods, I have I have discovered so many things, new things, of course, many new things. But I'm 100% sure that Charles Atlas knew so many secrets of strength. He never taught uh, publicly. Okay. Um, well, I'm trying to remember right now some more names I would like to quote talking about health and there are some great writers who also wrote about health, serious writers like Lazaeta Acharan from Chile, like Capo, N. Capo, Nicolas Capo from Spain, Mark Amps, who was born in Argentina and he is living in Spain for so many decades. Mark Amps, yes, those are some names I would like to quote. And of course, Lindler, Lindler, yes. When we talk about Bernard Jensen, we cannot put aside, we cannot ignore iridology as a very important study. Yes, the comprehension of the origin of disease. Yes, the comprehension of the health of our cell tissues. Yes, our fibers, how to renew the body, how to regenerate the body, how to get rid of old debris, how to cleanse the bowels, the liver, the kidneys, how to cleanse the thymus gland or the thyroid gland. Yes, how to take good care of your skin, which is so important. Yes, taking care of the skin, brushing the skin. Yes, so it's a wonderful integrated world of knowledge. So much knowledge, and when you really get into health, you understand how important it is to abandon uh, bad habits, killing habits. How important it is to preserve life. How precious life is. You understand the importance of abandoning all kinds of chemical products, chemical products for the body, for the house, uh, chemical products which are uh, uh, sold in the supermarkets inside the foods. Yes, chemical things. Yes, and the soft drinks and alcohol, and of course cigarettes, cigars, drugs, over the counter drugs. How important is to have a clean body and a clean blood. Okay, so this is just a tiny uh, lecture about my involvement with health since 1975. Um, I could go on and on and on and talk about specific mineral, specific amino acids, a specific vitamin, a specific toxic metal, a specific pollutant. I could talk days and days and days only about the importance of having a really, really clean bowel. I could talk for hours and hours about the importance of food combining, yes, digestion, enzymes, absorption of food, correct absorption of food, saliva, yes, the brain, mastication, chewing, mastication, saliva, brain, and the stomach. I could talk hours and hours about how certain spices are bad for you, and sauces, these modern sauces you can get in the supermarket of, yes, and all kinds of bad foods that people waste so much money. So you should invest your money in good foods. If you don't invest your money in good foods, you will invest your money in doctors. Yes, Dr. Bernard Jensen used to say this. Yes, I miss him very much. Really, really. Yes. So take good care of yourselves, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. See you.